Well, when she was 6, she started complaining of seeing double. She'd say, she told her grandpa first, and I said, "Grandpa, I see 2 of you guys." And he called us right away and said, "You need to take this girl to get checked because she sees double."
We would be driving into our driveway and me saying, "Oh, Mom, I see like 2 mailboxes," or "I see 2 of you."
And we did. We called the doctor here, and we took her in to see the pediatrician here, and he dilated her eyes and noticed that her optic nerve was swollen.
Actually, the eye doctor here had said worst case scenario would be a brain tumor.
So we took her to Methodist Hospital in San Antonio, took her straight to the emergency room, and told them what the ophthalmologist wanted us to do, and got set up for an MRI. The emergency room doctor came in. She comes in and gives me a hug, and then gives my wife a hug, and Rozlyn's sitting on the table there where they sit the patients at, and she goes, "There's no any way to say it, but that your daughter has an inoperable brain tumor."
It's probably the worst day, one of the worst days, yeah, of our life.
The surgeon came in, and he told us where the tumor was. It was in between the optic nerves, right above her pituitary, right next to the pituitary gland. And according to him, to operate, it was going to be a radical surgery is what they called it.
All kinds of emotions. You worry about her, you worry about the rest of your kids, you know, how are we going to be, how is she going to be, and then you just worry about just doing the most that you can to make sure she's okay.
He goes, "But I'm going to be honest with you, we're looking at probably a 60% chance of survival." And a 40% chance that if she did survive, she'd lose her eyesight. What they needed to take care of right away was the pressure being put on the brain, and the only way they could relieve that pressure, they put a shunt in.
After Rozlyn's 2 surgeries to have her shunts taken care of, and we went through the radiation, we did come back to Del Rio, and she was able to resume school. She was still in the 1st grade. Her 1st grade teacher had all the children waiting for her 1st day back, and they were all wearing hats because Rozlyn at this point was bald where they had shaved her head for her surgeries, so she was wearing cute little hats. And so when she came back to class the 1st day as a 1st grader, the kids were waiting for her as well with hats on, and so that was really a nice gesture for all the kids to be welcoming.
In elementary school, I mean, I had a lot of friends, and I still have some of those friends today.
She was okay, you know, for about 2 years, and then we got the news again that she was going to have brain surgery to remove her tumor, and so we went to MD Anderson and had that done. The surgery had, you know, caused some problems with her health, and so we came back home with a lot of different medications for a lot of different, problems that she now. And to this day, she still has to take a lot of medication and injection every day.
I do have some vision problems, like I don't have peripheral vision on my right side, but compared to the double vision and the pains I'd have, it's much better. So, well, when I was first diagnosed, I was in 1st grade, and my teacher back then was Mrs. Holt, and she was like the sweetest thing in the whole wide world. And I'd say that she's probably like one of the main reasons that I want to be a teacher, because she's just such a big role model, and she's one of the people that helped me through those kind of hard times. The reason I want to be a special ed teacher is mainly because in elementary school, one of my best friends, and he's actually in this special ed class today, is Abel, and he was like one of my really good friends in elementary school. I've known him for that long. Well, right now I'm in the Ready, Set, Teach program, and I'm getting to work in this life skills class. And one of the things my partner and I both noticed were that the kids don't have anywhere to go to play, like for recess. And what our project consists of is purchasing a piece of equipment for one of the parks here in Del Rio, and 2 pieces of equipment for one of the pools. Just so that way kids with disabilities or special needs can use our parks and pools more. It's kind of what sparked the idea, and we're wanting to not only help the kids with special needs, but we're wanting to help our community realize what needs they have and how our community can improve. I think my eyes have just really been open since I've started this project, and I know that a lot of other people's eyes have been opened also, just because we didn't realize some of the needs that we have here in the community of Del Rio.